Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Now this is a Casey Jones chassis, complete Casey Jones chassis with the Casey Jones small motor, the thin armature. The thin armature with some magnets, some thin magnets, and some lead. Now the lead is to protect the driver from the radioactive motor. No, that's not right. The lead is for traction because these old tires, they have rubber, but the rubber's kind of dried up on them. And when I started him up today, he was just spinning. He wouldn't move a thing. And I thought, what the Sam Hill? He's just spinning like crazy. And then I looked up and I had all these cars hooked up to it too. So he had the full enchilada that choked the 283, and he was spinning his tires like crazy, trying to run. So I just took 4 off. So he's running 2, 4, 6, 8 cars with a thin armature and DC magnets and a digital reverse. That's the digital reverse from our shop here. Andy and I designed it, and Dan makes them. That's pretty cool. So, digital reverse and DC Fields. Those are the only things we put on here. I had trucks on it, but it's not happening today. There's a lot of more geometry that needs to go into the trucks. But what I'm thinking is now, I bet he could haul two more cars. I got a hunch one of those gray cars was giving him traction problems anyway. So I'm going to haul it in right there. I'm going to get these two old, these are from the Corvette train. These were hauling the crew and the drivers down to, I heard something back there that didn't sound good. Yep. They were hauling the crew and the drivers down to Sebring last time they were out. Well, it slows him down a little bit. It does that. I can hear him spinning a little bit. But he will get up to speed. So now, this is 10 cars, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars, and 4 of them are passenger cars. And that's the thin armature with DC Fields. I think that's a good pull, by golly. That is a good pull. And that's all of his volts. He's got, well, not really. He's got 16. He's on 16. I can bump him up to, there's 7. And he's at 2 amps. And he's got headlights. He's got car lights on 2 of the cars. And those are about, I don't know, we'll say half an amp maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But that's taking some power. And I do have the volt regulator on for the smoke, but I don't have the smoke yet. We got to do some development work yet. I'll have the smoke, but not today. So that's pretty encouraging. That's the thin motor. That chassis, not that one, but one like it cost me $19, and I had an engine. Now, so it won't have the it won't have the DC Fields. But if you swap out the DC Fields for $19, you have an engine that'll pull. Now that's just the chassis. But you got choices of bodies, right? You can get this body or this body, decorate it the way you want, or you can get a bare frame. I'm going to make bare frames available real soon, and you can put on your own body. I'll give you instructions how to do that. And I'll give you 800 support. It's actually Chat GTP, but you can go there for free, tell them what you're doing and how and what, and they will have the data to help you. little shaky in some of those turns, but I have to say, he's pretty smooth. He is pretty smooth. Now we're at 17. Nah, you don't have a lot of poop left. I goosed it and it just said, this is it, guys. Forget about it. Let's see if it'll pull at 10. You think it'll pull at 10? 10 volts coming in and out. That's not too bad. Now if you had steam whistle and shouting and carrying on, that'd be okay, wouldn't it? Pulling out. I don't think you'd go much lower though. Oh no, look at that. 9, 10, no. 10, 11. Yeah, he needs about 10 to 11 volts, 1.6 amps. Then he can start pulling a train. You know, look, that's 10 cars. That's a pretty long, you know, that's 3/4 of a full circle here, you know. I should put him up there, see if he can do that. I don't know. But go up to 14 or 15 now. He's fine, happy as a clam, taking off. That's the skinny armature. That's the $6 armature. You can buy it. It's designed for vertical, but you can use it in the flyer chassis, but it's intended for this chassis. I don't mind this chassis. It's sheet metal, I know, tap it and all that, but hey, you know, if we add a mass here and there, put some weight on it, I think it can do the job. I think it can do a job. Now, we also have access to the larger armature, which is fatter, and we also have DC Fields for it. Now, the larger armature will pull more, obviously, but I'm impressed. I'm going to put this in my kit. I think this is the engine, the motor and the frame I'm going to put in my first kit. Yeah, why not? It runs. What I need to do is find cheap track for people that want to start. You know, 40-inch circle. What is that, 12 curves? He's just going along. He does not mind this pull at all. He's not afraid of the dark. He didn't have a light or anything yet. He will. I'm impressed. I'm happy. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I got it together. I'm glad you guys are seeing it. Wonder something happens to him. He gets a little kinked up. I don't know what that is. Might be a little dry. I oiled him just a littlest bit. And this is a very old tender too. Huh. Well, I'll check him out. I'll give him the once over. I gotta go. It's getting time anyway. So there it is. The skinny, you can see how skinny that thing is. It's not very tall. And the thin magnets. So that's a pretty good price. The armature is $6. The whole train is like 19. That's on quantities of 1. If you buy more, the price goes down. You could buy 4 or 5 engines maybe for $50. I don't know. Okay, we're out of here. I'll post this tonight when I get a chance. Later.